Welcome in, Symphony fans. This is Bracketology 2018. I'm Justin Bradford, the Digital Media Manager Producer, and we have Dennis Carter, Patron Engagement Officer.
Yes, glad to be with you.
And we're here to talk with Enrico Lopez-Yanez about this year's Community Concert Bracket Challenge. Enrico, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Dennis. It's great to be here. Looking forward to a great season and a great lineup here in this bracket, I must say.
Okay, Enrico, what lower seed do you think has a great chance to make a run?
You know, that's a great question. In fact, there are several lower seeds that I think might be sort of champions for success possibilities. Actually, one of them, if you look at the lineup between Raiders March and Harry Potter, I think that's an interesting one where we're going to see a split based on just the pure demographics here. You know, people who are of a slightly older generation and are experienced with the Indiana Jones theme. It's one of the most famous themes out there compared to the younger generation who are big Harry Potter fans. So we could see an upset there. The only thing I will say about that is that Raiders March, of course, was on last season's performance. So some people who have already gone to the concert may say, oh, we already heard that last year. We want to hear something new.
Enrico, can you share with us what high seed should be on upset alert?
That's a great question, too. In terms of the high upsets, I would keep an eye out actually in the Jurassic Park seed pairing. Only because, again, Jurassic Park, the original theme, is slightly older. It's a little slower of a theme, not quite as exciting, whereas the Lost World theme from Jurassic Park, a little more up-tempo, kind of what people tend to like when they go out to a Parks concert, something upbeat, a little more rhythmic. So that could be an interesting matchup that we'll have to keep a close eye on.
Now, a big-time potential matchup. The two Star Wars themes, Imperial March and the Star Wars theme itself, could meet up in the Final Four to decide a place for the championship. How would you see that playing out?
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, whenever you're talking about Star Wars, you're talking about fan favorites. You know, the Imperial March, obviously very powerful, really brings out that excitement of like, oh, here comes the dark side. But the main theme is such a classic. I mean, you hear the first few notes of that and you instantly say, wow, Star Wars, I love that. Another fun fact for you guys about Star Wars, there are 6 movie scores in the history that have won both the Academy Award, Grammy, the BAFTA, which is the British Academy of Film and Television Awards, and the Golden Globes. Of those 6, 3 of those were written by John Williams. Of those 3, only one is on this bracket, which is Star Wars. The other 2 were, 2 of them. E.T. was also one of those. And then Jaws, which doesn't appear on the bracket. So Star Wars is definitely a big contender for this season.
Do you think the Superman March has a chance?
You know, I'm a huge fan of Superman March. I think anyone who goes to sports games, you know, you're a big fan of Superman because it's such an exhilarating theme. However, again, it's standing up against one of the top contenders for our bracket here, which is Star Wars. So maybe an older generation of voters will be really out and in for, you know, Superman. But I think with the young demographics, you know, seeing as how Star Wars movies are still coming out featuring these themes, that's going to be a tough matchup. We'll see how that plays out.
Enrico, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Dennis. And good luck to the competitors.
And fans, make sure you go to NashvilleSymphony.org/community concerts to place your vote. Voting is very important because you'll hear this piece at upcoming community concerts this June all around Middle Tennessee. That's NashvilleSymphony.org/community concerts. Place your vote on these John Williams pieces. Dennis, anything else to say?
No.
Dennis Carter, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.